What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at a brand new gaming mouse from ROCCAT. This is their Tyon, and it has some pretty cool features that are exclusives and firsts that we've seen from ROCCAT. So let's just go ahead and take a look. The Tyon comes in ROCCAT's typical retail packaging, and as always, ROCCAT does a great job of really explaining the product. So you are at that retail store, you can really get a good idea of what the product's all about before you buy it. So on the front, we have, of course, we have a picture of the mouse and then some of the main features here, which I'll go over really quickly. 8200 DPI sensor, multi-button, I guess. So there's different buttons on here, Easy Shift Plus, illumination, and ergonomic feel. And actually, you could go ahead and open this up, and we have all of this detail, and you can actually check out the mouse before you buy it. And then on the back, there's even more information. So as always, you can see that ROCCAT does a really great job showing you what their product's about before you go ahead and buy it. And then let's go ahead and open this up and see what all we have inside here. Try to open this up at least. And opening everything up. Everything. Put that out of the way. And first thing we have here is our quick install guide. It's going to show you how to get the mouse set up and all of that. And then we have the mouse itself, which again, sometimes these are hard to get out, sometimes they're not. Doesn't really seem like it's all that difficult. So we'll take that out and we'll move this out of the way. And we can take a look at the mouse. And the first thing I notice about the mouse is that we have quite a lot of buttons, and they're larger buttons, and there's actually some quite different buttons on this mouse than what you're used to seeing. But first, I'm just gonna give a little feel, and it has a good feel to it. So the top of the mouse sort of has this nice soft touch feel to it. So this main part right here, where your main buttons are, has that nice feel. And then both sides have this textured feel. It's not a rubber texture, it's a plastic texture feel, but they do have that feel on them. And this is kind of like the sides are black and then the middle part is gray, as you can see right there. So we'll go over and do a quick overview of the full mouse, including all the buttons and everything like that. So starting on the front, of course, you have your two main mouse buttons right here. You have your scroll wheel, and that has rubber on it. So when you are, of course, in game, your finger isn't going to slip off of that. Now, one thing that's cool is you have these larger buttons up here on each side. So you have two buttons on each side. So, if I can do this while I'm playing, I can hit these really quick weapon switch, or a certain thing. And of course, every one of these buttons are programmable, so you can go ahead and use them. So these are pretty cool, and I haven't really seen these on a ROCCAT mouse before. These larger buttons up here. Another cool button is this button right here, and this is called their fin switch, and this is a two-way button controller that's controlled with your mid knuckle, and that's kind of hard to see here, but as I'm playing, so this is the button that I'm talking about, if you can see that right there, and the way this is designed is if I'm playing, I can hit it. I don't know if you can't really hear it actuating, but I can hit it while I'm playing with my knuckle, with the bottom part of my knuckle. So it'd be interesting to see how well that actually works. I'm assuming they've tested a lot, and it seems pretty easy to click. I can do that quick weapon switch again, and it looks like it goes side to side as well as up and down. Not sure yet. It seems like it's more side to side, so I can hit that quick, real quick and switch my weapons, maybe do certain things in game, of course. That is pretty cool, and it's interesting that they've kind of implemented that on this mouse. So that is called the fin switch. And another cool button, as we take a look at the left side, first we'll go over, there's three buttons on the left side, three main buttons on the left side. So you have a little button right down here. It's kind of hard to see, but you have this button right here. And then you have these two buttons right here, which are typically used for back and forward. Again, quick weapon switch, which I always use because I play a lot of FPS games. But you have all that. But you have this button right here, which is a paddle type button, as you can see as I'm using it. This is called the accelerator, and it's a single axis analog thumb paddle. So as I'm playing, try to get this in the shot again, you guys can see as I'm playing, I can actually hit that. Again, and maybe cycle through weapons, do different things in game. I can hit that. So that is what ROCCAT is calling their accelerator. And you can see it is that analog thumbstick. The other side of the mouse, the right side, there are no buttons at all, which again I do like. If you want to call these two on the right side over here, but they're more on the top of the mouse, but you do have that as well. And then on the bottom here, we have our two very large mouse feet, and of course, we have our sensor. And this is an 8200 DPI Pro Aim R3 laser sensor in there. And as far as everything else goes, this is a very solid mouse. You can see there's like a LED strip right here, kind of hard to see, but this LED strip goes all around the entire mouse. So it goes completely around the entire thing, and the scroll wheel will light up as well. And within ROCCAT software, you can go ahead and change it to any color you want. I believe there's different breathing modes and everything like that in the software as well. And if you're not familiar with ROCCAT software, it's really great. It gives you so many different options. It's one of the best gaming software that I've seen, the 4 keyboards and mice. It's just awesome. And then as far as your cord goes, it is a braided cable, which I always say this in my videos when I cover gaming products, is that braided cables are great just for the fact that you're going to be taking this to LAN parties. It's going to get a lot of use. You're going to be moving it around, and braided cables are less likely to break or fray or anything like that compared to the typical plastic cable. And of course, we do have little ROCCAT connector, a USB connector on the end, but it isn't gold plated. Typically we see gold plated connectors on gaming products. But that is basically it here for the ROCCAT Tyon gaming mouse. Now make sure you check back very soon on ThinkComputers.org, as we'll have our full written review. And of course, we're gonna go over all of these new buttons and how they work, and of course how this stuff works in game. So make sure you check back for that. And remember, if you do enjoy our videos, it'd be great if you could subscribe. Catch you guys later.